I can talk to you about pharmacogenomics, and then I have some pictures here that are very helpful to understand what the medications do. So we used to do a flip of the coin, basically, for how do you choose a medication? But pharmacogenomics is now a huge field, and one that I have gotten involved in over the years. So GeneSight is one company. Now so the GeneSight company, unfortunately, had difficulties with their data for ADHD meds, and so now they don't. I don't use them anymore. Because they can't process. They can do all other medications, but they don't do ADHD meds until they submit to the FDA and get approval again. Then there was a company called Genomind, and Genomind, I really love this company, and they do a fantastic job. And they have, for physicians, they have all kinds of conferencing, and so I just did a webinar with them about the antidepressants in one particular gene and how that affects those different things. And then, but the problem with Genomind, which is a very easy swab of your cheeks and taking your cells and mailing it off, it went to King of Prussia, Pennsylvania, and then, but they stopped taking Medicaid, and that became a huge issue. And the cost, it's a $6,000 test, but their cost, no matter what, out of pocket, was $330. So people with insurance, because most insurances reject it, would have to pay $330. GeneSight was $330. Genomind was $325. Now I've moved on to a company called Tempus, TEMPUS, and I've just begun with them over the last month, I would say. And very interesting. They offered an educational evaluation for me. So, and they mail you a kit and you spit into it. So it was pretty easy. And it was fascinating. So I did it. And I just got my results. And interestingly, I had suspected a particular gene, unusual gene difficulty. And and it confirmed it. So in pharmacogenomics, let me see. I was actually reviewing someone's testing. So what they do is they look at two sets of genes. They're called pharmacokinetic genes and pharmacodynamic genes. Pharmacokinetic genes are the genes that are in your liver. And they're enzymes, and these are the enzymes that metabolize your different medications. You take Tylenol, Advil, they have to be metabolized, and these are done by pharmacokinetic genes. One particular one, the most popular one, is one, and I don't know how technical you want to get this, but it's called the Cytochrome P450 system. And then there's all these genes that are listed in this Cytochrome P450. And this is what's in your liver. And this is how you metabolize medications and use them. Well, there's one called CYP2D6. And 2D6 is the most common.